The Financial Services Authority has pointed out that the internal operation of the Building and Loan Association is what almost led to its demise. Executive Director of the FSA, Shada Bullas, said considering the poor performance record of the institution and the time elapsed since recommendations had been made to the association to take corrective measures, the FSA had no grounds to believe that these actions would have been taken in a timely, efficient and effective manner, hence they had to intervene. Bullas pointed out that the concerns of the FSA regarding the internal operations of the association was further compounded when the institution continued to allow withdrawal of special deposits of millions of dollars on a daily basis, even when it was advised against such action.
This was not based, I should say, on a general policy of the association for automatic withdrawals of special deposits. Indeed, it was essentially based on a rule of the association, and in fact based on that rule of the association, which on the contrary required a mandatory notice period unless there were special circumstances allowing the board to waive that notice period. In view of what I've said, liquidation of this institution appeared imminent, and the FSA felt that it had to act quickly and effectively in order to avert such a situation.
Bullas pointed out that one of the options available for the FSA was to liquidate the institution, which she said they did not explore even though the typical textbook scenario for liquidation presented itself.
Instead, the FSA has been working with the association, in the association, to lift the association from the position which it had found itself, and with the objective of strengthening and stabilizing the association, not just for the present generation of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but for future generations.
Meanwhile, outlining the work undertaken by FSA since the February 1st takeover of the institution, Deputy Director Eleanor Astafan said the first few days were spent on a fact-gathering exercise. She said, based on the information gathered thus far, it is becoming increasingly difficult to determine the true financial condition of the association owing to a number of factors,
including lack of internal controls, record-keeping, poor record-keeping, and a clear disregard of prudent business practices. Prudent governance would demand that any institution would produce monthly management reports and would allow for analysis of operations on a routine basis in order to inform the decision-making process. The books and records of the association have not been audited for over 2 years, neither have monthly financial statements been prepared for that period. In fact, any meaningful reorganization strategy is completely dependent upon the true financial condition of the association. And as such, the FSA is seeking to have the external audit for the periods 2011 and 2012, including the current period in 2013 prior to the FSA's intervention on February 1st, completed at the earliest opportunity. And this is in a concerted effort to provide an accurate and an up-to-date report on the business affairs of the association to its membership.
Astafan said so far the FSA has also been unable to locate any evidence that previous management prepared cash flow reports or liquidity analysis.
Bank statements had not been reconciled for over a year, and there is no evidence to demonstrate that the association prepared budgets both for expenses and activities in the past. Another area of focus for us has been the non-performing loans. These were completely out of control. And as of November 23rd, records indicate 422 loans which were non-performing. 222 of these, that is over 50% of these, were over 12 months past due. Past due loans total 79 million EC dollars and comprise 30% of the total loan portfolio. Interest continued to be accrued on loans past due for more than 90 days, which is a clear deviation from normal standards. And as a consequence of that, income is being exaggerated and losses are being disguised. There were no adequate reserves for non-performing loans, and in fact provision for loan losses on delinquent loans was not being addressed at all.
The FSA said given the circumstances of the association developed over a period of time, it would require a period of committed and focused effort in order to remedy the situation. But it remains confident that once the cooperation of all parties are obtained, the FSA will be able to achieve its goal.